are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They run for the first time with James Cook. 7 yards there and a first down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now left side on the swing pass. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a second down and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That pass complete to Moore. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On play action, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Rondale Moore from 19 yards away. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Pete.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 127 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Rondale Moore with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Rondale Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass for the kickoff to the Buffalo.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
And now here is another interception.
Kaiir Elam makes the pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to a step. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's the game within the game, isn't it? Because Every team wants to win all games on their schedule, but the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Moore, the man in motion. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Rondale Moore, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Mixing up the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath